Hello everyone. In the series of non-routine and recreational mathematics, today I am back with a very interesting idea of polynomials. Let me tell you what is a polynomial. A polynomial is a polygon made up of squares joined edge to edge. Two possibilities are shown here. In the first case, only one square. In the second case, two squares are joined edge to edge. In the next case, there are three squares which are joined edge to edge. And in the next case, we have four squares which are joined edge to edge. The problem is, what is the maximum number of distinct shapes that can be formed using a one square, two squares, three squares, four squares, and five squares, and so on. But do remember, polynomials formed by rotations and the flipping, they are considered as same. Polynomials were named and studied by Solomon Golomb, who was an American mathematician and an engineer. But this idea was popularized by Martin Gardner in Scientific American magazine in the 1950s. So, few of the valid polynomials are following, wherein the squares are joined only edge to edge. At the same time, let us understand which are all not valid polynomials. Since the above square is not joined edge to edge with any of the given squares, hence it is not valid. Similarly, in this case, since two squares are joined only at one vertex, this is also invalid. Same case over here. Now, let us start with an idea when we are only given with one square, and that is known as monomino. Mono stands for one. There is only one possibility. When we are given with two squares of unit size, then we get domino. But do remember, polynomials formed by rotation and reflections are considered as same. So both of these shapes are regarded as the same. So there will be again only one possibility. The name domino must have reminded you of Domino's Pizza. Now, using three squares, triomino, as mentioned earlier, so these two grouped together, they are considered as only one. Same way in this group 2, there are four different shapes given, but they are considered to be only one because I can get the other three shapes from the first one by either rotations or by flipping them. So in this case, there are only two possibilities. Now using four squares, tetromino. Tetra stands for 4. One can easily now understand these two are regarded as the same shape in group 1. This is your group 2, group 3, group 4 and group 5. So total number of tetromino, there are 5. If you have played Tetris, you are familiar with the idea of being able to rotate pieces but not flip them over. So it's shown over here. You may like to play this game. A website is mentioned here. You can do it. Now using 5 squares named as pentaminoids, how many total number of such pentaminoids do you expect? You may like to pause the video for a minute and try drawing all those possibilities. In fact, this is one of the possible pentaminoid, second one, and so on. So finally, when you count, they are all distinct shapes and it's total to 12. So there are total 12 pentaminoids. And using the English alphabets, they can also be regarded like this. The first one, that resembles with the alphabet X. The second one somehow resembles with a shape with English alphabet U, and so on. Now, let us understand how many total number of possible polynomials we have counted so far. So in case of monomino, only one possibility was there. In case of domino, again one possible way was there. In case of trimino, two possibilities were there. Tetramino, five possible ways. And pentamino, total 12 pentaminoids are possible. So are you trying to generalize this number sequence to get that how many total having the six squares are possible? Mathematicians all around the globe tried this, but they are not able to crack this and get the exact formula for the same till date. But yes, using computers, they are able to have the idea that hexomino, having used six such unit squares, the total possibilities are 35. For heptamino, using the seven squares, there are 108. For octamino, 369. And for 9 squares, we have 1285. For 10 squares, we have 4665 possible ways. And Ivan Jensen has established that the total number of polynomials up to n is equal to 56. Now, a very interesting puzzle for you. Arrange all the 12 pentaminoids to form a rectangle. Remember that since they are the unit square, so area of the one pentamino is 5 units, 5 square units. So we have 12 such pentaminoids, so the total combined area will be 60 square units. So what are all possibilities for the rectangles which can be formed? You can see that 6 by 10, 5 by 12, 4 by 15 and 3 by 20 rectangles may be formed. 2 by 30 rectangle is not possible in this case. Similarly, 1 by 60 rectangle is not possible in this case. Please try to figure out why it is not possible. So one possible solution of 6 by 10 is shown in front of you. So all 12 pentaminoids are being used and we have a 6 by 10 rectangle here. And this is one of the possible solution. Similarly, for 5 by 12, one of the possible solution is shown. For 4 by 15 rectangle, one possible solution is here. And for 3 by 20, one possible solution is shown. In fact, I tried this puzzle of pentaminoids by using the EVA sheet and made all those 12 pentaminoids and tried to arrange them to get the rectangle. In fact, you may find in the market, in the toy shops, the pentaminoid puzzles, they are readily available. Total number of possible solutions for 6 by 10, they are 2339. I have shown you only one solution, but remaining 2338 you may try out at your own end. Similarly, for 5 by 12 box, that rectangle, it has 1010 solutions exactly. For 4 by 15, it has 368 possible solutions. And for 3 by 20 box, it has just 2 solutions, out of which one is already shown. I'm showing you few more possible 100 solutions of 6 by 10 for your reference. They are all found using the computers. In fact, we may do talk about pentaminoids in 3 dimension. So these are 12 three-dimensional blocks of pentaminoids, and they can be arranged to get the following shape. A cuboid can be formed. Now, lastly, the task for you. First question. Given below all 7 Tetris pieces, can you form a 7 by 4 rectangle using all these pieces? Try it out. Second question. Draw all 12 pentaminoids on a graph paper. Find out that which of the pentaminoids have a line symmetry and which all pentaminoids have a rotational symmetry. Third question. Draw all possible 35 hexaminoids on a graph paper. Also, out of these 35 hexaminoids, exactly 11 can be considered as a net of a cube. Identify those 11 hexaminoids. And the last task, we may consider the similar concept using equilateral triangles also instead of squares. Try exploring them. The case using 5 equilateral triangles is shown in front of you. In my next episode, I will come back with some another interesting idea in mathematics. Till then, take care. Thank you.